Okay, so you can see here, this is the control panel for the inverter I was talking about earlier. So it's just as simple as turning that on. We don't have any shore power connected at the moment, so the charger is not going to turn on, but on the left hand side here is telling you that you would have mains on if you were plugged into mains, and then it tells you your 3-stage of charge. So you've got your bulk, absorption and float charge on the 240 volt charger built into the inverter. And then on this side it's telling you that the inverter's on, so we've got all the power in the van, the microwave's powered up, everything there. It tells you whether it's overload, low battery, or whether it's turned off because it's over temp. So that control panel just shows you everything that you need to know with the inverter, tells you what function it's on, whether you're on shore power or whether you're inverting the power, and what stage your charge is on if you were plugged into 240. Now up here we've got the Victron Bmv 712 gauge that I was talking about. So this one here will go through, it's got a few settings we can set up, but one of the main ones here is your battery voltage, your current draw. So you can see at the moment we're going backwards 7 amps. We've got a few lights in the fridge running, and we're inside the shed, so we're not getting any solar charge at the moment. So that's saying negative 7 amps. Just gives you an idea of where you're at. If we were outside and that was charging, the positive current load into the battery would compensate for that battery drain. So if you were getting 50 amps of charge, but you had say 10 amps coming out, you would be showing 40 amps positive. So this is what the battery is receiving, this current draw here, or positive current. It shows you how much watts we're drawing at the moment, showing you how many amp hours we've drawn out of the battery. So we've got 400 amp hours of battery there. It's showing that with the loads that we've got on at the moment, we've drawn 141 amp hours out of the battery, and it's saying that we're at 67% charge. So as the battery charges, that percentage and that amp hour draw is going to go up, back up to the 100% mark. It's also saying that at the current draw that we've got, it's saying it's got 33 hours remaining. So if that was charging, it would say indefinitely there, because you'd be running off the solar itself, and as you're charging, this percentage and the amp hours in negative is going to go back up to that 100%. So it just shows you where your batteries are at, what your solar's doing, and then with that hour rating you can see whether you need to start turning loads off or being more conservative with the power. With this van, the customer won't have an issue with the amount of capacity he's got with 400 amp hours of lithium and the solar on the roof. We've been testing this over the weekend with the fridge and a few lights on and the TV running, and it's been maintaining 100% the whole weekend. It's just dropped down now because we've brought it in the shed to do a reseal on the outside, so AllBrand's going to do some work on this van. So we brought it in the shed, and we're just trying to drain the batteries down now so we can really test the solar. But at the moment everything's working as we would hope, and hopefully the customer's happy with it.